Hey, this is Nick from veganwaveofficial.com. Got the beautiful water of the area between Staten Island and Jersey City, Hudson River, I'd say. Here I want to talk about the idea of having empathy with animals. In regards to me specifically, I would say I care a lot less about animals than most people, but I'm vegan. So how does that make sense at all? Well, the idea that most people have such a visceral reaction when it comes to animal cruelty happening, they'll speak up about it or they'll turn their head or whatever the case. But in my case, I've noticed when something happens, like you run over a squirrel or a raccoon by accident, most people are like, oh my God, like I just killed this animal, or I severely crippled it and now it's going to be suffering for the rest of its life. Oh my God. And then they'll drive for another 5 minutes, like, Jesus Christ, like I just broke a squirrel's rib cage and crushed its organs. Like, it's awful. But when it comes to roadkill, you are killing such a small animal, and if you think that's awful, then how come you pay for someone else to kill your meal in a few hours or every meal of the day? I remember my mother, she was driving and she ended up hitting a deer, and she's a very empathetic woman and she loves animals, not vegan though. And I remember, I don't remember if I was there, but I remember it being that she was crying. She hit the deer, and then the deer was on the side of the road. She stopped the car, she got out, she looked at the deer and was trying to see what shape it was in, and started crying for the damage she caused to it. And maybe the cops were called to get it handled and pushed to the side or whatever the case. And then that was a while ago, years ago, where before I was vegan. But now looking back on a situation like that, it's funny to see how, okay, clearly you have so much empathy for hurting another animal unnecessarily. And I'm sort of the position that if you decided to hunt and kill for your own meat, that is so much different, and in most cases people wouldn't do it. So I would say better if that was the only criteria for eating meat, because all the responsibility is put onto your hands, and most people wouldn't want that sort of guilt of ending an animal's life, seeing the life drain away from its face. If she decided, okay, now we killed it, now let's bring it home and eat it, that would make a little more sense, because you are sort of that mindset of, okay, this is something to eat, this is dinner. But you hit it and then you figure, let me throw it to the side, it's another type of animal or something, it's another classification. Okay, if it was a pig that crossed the road, you hit it, you broke its legs or whatever, and it was suffering on the side of the road, is it the same situation? Would you bring it home and then have basically discounted dinner or meals for the rest of the week maybe? I mean, even in that case, I'd say you probably wouldn't, and that's something to think about as well. So compared to my mother, I'd say I'm much less empathetic in the case that I wouldn't cry and get out of the car and freak out if I hit an animal on the road, for example. But it's just the idea of being consistent with that. Like, I'm not okay with killing on purpose and ordering someone else to kill an animal for me, but I'm also not going out of my way to run over animals. But if you run over animals by accident, and that's a huge deal, and then a few hours later you go order a burger or a chicken Caesar salad or something, then what's the I don't understand the difference in reasoning there. I just thought that's an interesting topic to discuss. I have my vegan course coming out soon. You can keep updated on it, as well as get free vegan tips and resources. If you follow me on my newsletter, you could sign up at veganwaveofficial.com. This is Nick from Vegan Wave. Have a great day.